reviewing NXT. So I have the camera and I drew notes. I mean, wrote notes and stuff. So just leave that light on, and then just go ahead and I'll be done in a second. Okay. Now the show kicks off with Gable and Jordan, the American Alpha. I really enjoy that name a lot. And then they faced the Seizure Club, Blake and Murphy, and pretty solid wrestling match. Not that bad. Blake and Murphy actually really impressed me tonight because I think it was Blake, or was it Murphy? I think it was Murphy who like faked his leg being hurt, and I actually bought it. I should know better by now because this is wrestling. And then he faked Gable out, and then Gable was getting beaten up, and then he had to go for the hot tag, and then Jordan went all crazy. And Jordan, I don't know who owns the name anymore, Brock or Jordan with Suplex City, because Jordan is a monster. He is fantastic in the ring, and him and Gable have fantastic chemistry. I really enjoy it a lot. And so Gable and Jordan for the win, and it was pretty good, solid match. And during the whole show, I'll rate each match out of 5. And Blake and Murphy are in line into a tag team match, which is very exciting because Jordan and Gable fighting Dawson and Wilder. That match will be a killer. That match will be amazing, and hopefully that match happens and we get new tag team champs with Gable and Jordan, the American Alphas. And what happened next? They had an Asuka video package and basically hyping up her and everything, which she doesn't really need any hype because she is the hype. She's probably one of the greatest female wrestlers in the world right now. And a match between her and Bayley would be amazing, and I wish that happened instead of Carmella, honestly, because Carmella's not really setting the world on fire, but her and Bayley are best friends, so they'll have the chemistry, hopefully. But hopefully a dream match with Bayley and Asuka would be in the books. What happened next was Nia Jax versus Liv Morgan, I believe. It was a little short match, and Eva Marie was outside. I hate her so much. But Nia Jax was out there. I think they're hyping up a Asuka versus Nia Jax match, so fine with me, I guess. And this match was like freaking 1 minute, so I'll give it, I won't even rate it. Yeah, it was a throwaway match. It was alright. What happened next was a Baron Corbin video package. They were hyping up the main event, Baron Corbin versus Joe versus Zayn. And that's the one thing I love about NXT, is that sometimes it doesn't really have to be a big match. They'll always hype it up before it even happens. That's what I love the most about NXT as a whole, as they really hype things up. Something that Raw and SmackDown don't really do, or even pay-per-views sometimes. Don't really hype, not really that hyped. But this was just a regular show hyping up a great main event to come. So next was Elias Sampson, Macho Man Jr. versus John something. I don't know his name, but he looked like the tights. He had like a Triple H tights, so I'll call him Triple H. The match was alright. It wasn't anything. Elias Sampson's not really doing it for me, honestly. Maybe it's the character or something. I don't know what he is or he's trying to do. Maybe that's the point, but I'm not a big fan of his. Hopefully he turns heads in the future. And next was Samoa Joe versus Baron Corbin versus Sami Zayn. And they were really hyping it up. They put a Joe package next after Elias Sampson versus whatever his name was. They had a Sami Zayn one in the beginning of the show, and they were really hyping it up. They said up next, and then they did another video package with Apollo Crews and Finn Balor's match some time ago for the NXT Championship, and next week there will be Apollo versus Finn Balor non-title. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really excited for that. Now the main event, Samoa Joe versus Baron Corbin versus Sami Zayn is next, and what a match this was. What I really loved about this match a lot was the heels did not team up against the face, because usually in triple threats it's usually the heels team up or the faces team up on a heel. but none of that happened. They were teasing it, but then Baron Corbin attacked Samoa Joe, and I was really surprised and excited that it wasn't a normal triple threat. It was very different, and it was very fun, and had a lot of great near falls towards the end of the match. Okay, it started off with all that happening, and then Baron Corbin and Samoa Joe outside, and Sami Zayn hits the top helo, and then he throws, I think it was Corbin back in the ring. I'm not sure, or it was Joe, but they're having great moments. They're fighting each other. It was nice. It was very refreshing, honestly. It was a very fun match. Baron Corbin looking impressive, throwing Sami Zayn around, punching, throwing Samoa Joe around. Baron Corbin is really growing on me, honestly. He's gotten better at his mic skills, and he's gotten better wrestling wise too. So I think the NXT crowd should kind of tone down on him, because I'm starting to really like Baron Corbin. He's not that bad at all. The highlight of the match was Sami Zayn facing off Baron Corbin. Samoa Joe was outside, and Sami Zayn effing did a blue thunder bomb on Baron Corbin, which is very impressive because Baron Corbin's like nearly 300 pounds, I think, and Sami's like 200, I think. He effing lifted him up and he hit it twice. It didn't look like he helped him. Baron Corbin helped him a lot, but he probably did. But it was really impressive and an awesome near fall out of Baron Corbin. Okay, and I think after that, Corbin was on the ground, on the mat, and Joe was outside, and then Joe pulled Sami out, and he put him in the sleeper hold, and he was out, and I thought that was it, and then Joe ran in, and then Joe was about to hit Baron Corbin, and then Corbin like reversed something. I forgot how it went, but I know what happened. The end of days happened. Hit him with the end of days. I thought this was it. I was really like, oh my god, Baron Corbin's gonna win. And then Sami Zayn rushed in and hit Joe, and it was a near fall, and that was really exciting. And then I think Sami was beating up Samoa Joe, and Joe's outside, and Corbin was fighting. Joe was outside. Corbin got furious from Zayn, and he started beating up Zayn, and Zayn was overselling it. It was nice. I really love Zayn selling. And then Baron Corbin got hit with the haluva kick, and I thought this was it. And then Sami pinned him, and Joe ran in and attacked Sami Zayn. I thought that was it too, and it was really getting very exciting towards the end. A pretty good main event, honestly. Then I think what happened next. I kind of forgot what happened next, but Sami Zayn was put Corbin in the sharpshooter. It was really impressive how Zayn really sold it, turned him around, and then I'm thinking Corbin's going to tap, but I was like, I don't think Corbin's going to tap because they're really pushing him. So I wasn't really thinking he was going to tap, so I thought Joe was going to come in and like attack Zayn, which he kind of did, but Joe put Corbin in a crossface, and Corbin tapped, and it was a draw. Not a cheap draw, but a storyline draw. It wasn't that bad of a draw because I'm assuming next week, since Regal's going to review the tape, kayfabe, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be Joe versus Zayn either next week or the week after, which I really don't mind. That'll be a heck of a match, a really good match between Joe and Zayn. I'll give the main event 4.5 out of 5. It was a really good match and very fun and refreshing. And that's about it for NXT. And if you like this, thumbs up, share, subscribe. And if you really enjoy this and want me to do wrestling stuff, then just let me know. And I'll see you next time.